how their practice has gone, and their vetoes so far. But their Dust 2 Mirages look really good, but unfortunately Mirage is all the way towards the end as well.
Yeah, I was quite shocked by that, but then again, Overpass, you're probably going to want to, if it's coming to a fourth map, you'd rather have Overpass there. You know you've got Mirage if you do need it, but Overpass, you thought that'd be earlier.
Yeah, like your insurance policy to have the structure map. Then again, though, Fish has always been good on Overpass. Back when it was Keita and Sliggy, obviously this is a new render of it with Stanley. Crucial always been around, but Eccles is a player that we should probably speak about a little bit as well, obviously. Playing for Fnatic Academy. One of the, I think he's the second highest salaried player playing out of the UK, or the highest when you consider now, obviously, Smooya plays for a European team on the Tier 1 level. Eccles is doing very well for himself, and he did it outside of the UK.
Yeah, it's quite a surprise, really, because it was from that gamers situation, which
he won.
Everybody was kind of wondering, well, there was a fairly few UK players in that, wasn't it? It was Ardis as well, Neff.
Yeah.
And Eccles then came in, what, the last week?
I think so, yeah, I know.
I'm winning.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's there now, he's doing quite well, so hopefully he performs this series in the first 3 maps, of course. He can't play beyond that.
He can't play anymore. Then Keita subbed in, and actually Keita subbed in when Overpass comes around, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
There you go, it was all a plan.
It's all a plan from the start. It could be a struggle for him, but let's get into it then. The first map obviously is going to be Inferno. What are your initial thoughts on that?
I still think Endpoint take it. I think Endpoint might lose cash. Just when you look at the skill on paper, Stanley's a very good cash player. Crucial's got the European prowess there. Eccles another good player on cash. And then you round it off with Surreal, who can play any map, any role, any position. It feels like he can AWP as well. A very versatile player.
Yeah.
Fairly underrated as well. Obviously, when he went to Complexity, he was seen as his star potential. And then on Epsilon, he felt like a second support along with T-Sac.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird role because when Robin was there, obviously, Robin was IGLing, and then Surreal was kind of that second in charge, I suppose. But he wasn't really being given that star role. He wasn't being allowed to just spread his wings, I guess, one way of looking at it, right? And the same thing happened when he was in Cold, too. Like, everybody was looking at Death instead, and he wasn't really allowed to do what he wanted to do.
It's weird as well, especially if you cast your mind back to when he very sort of first popped up majorly into the scene back on Reason. He was basically what Smooya is now back then. Everyone wanted a piece of Surreal. Remember, Imi was trying to get him for a very long time, and it didn't happen. But we are into the action. Fish123 versus Endpoint on Inferno. The first tri-cast of the Prem, and it's with my 2 cute boys.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. And Eccles there, the nice little double kill to open things up. A third as well. Could even go for the ace here in the first round.
I mean, you wanted him to perform. He does get the 3, which is more than you can ask for, really, at this stage. But it's already down to a 2v2.
Surprising to see as well. HP going to be 25 for Surreal, 22 for Stanley. But Pulse finds one onto Surreal, all down to the ex-Ghost member himself in the clutch.
And he has made like a ghost and disappeared. There he goes.
Yeah, he was actually dinked from right at the start of the round there. Straight up mid, he got dinked instantly. He was like, well, I guess this is my round over.
Yeah. Good start for Endpoint, though, obviously being able to come in strong with the opening round. They do have the SMGs to play with. Just Lazar on the AK. Always nice to see. We know how deadly he can be. Very precise rifler these days.
Very good, obviously. Back on Excel when Jacob was just cool. Had Ross as well as the coach there. He was the primary opera on the CT side. On the T side, he's actually a rifler because of how strong his individual aim was with the AK. Obviously, the first bullet accuracy he had was great. Used as a very aggressive rifler. And then ever since then, he has fallen back on the AWP, but he's made it work a lot better on Endpoint, it feels like, than Excel.
Yeah, I think he's kind of realised the potential he has with that AK. Like, when he was back in Endpoint, when I was playing there, even, we wanted him to use a rifle more. And he was kind of like, I don't think I'm that good with it, though. I want to use an AWP. But he's now, he's willing to do it.
Yeah, he can be quite stubborn at times.
Yeah.
I think that's a very kind way of putting it. Yeah.
Anyway, too many chefs can spoil the broth. He has to stick to his gun. He doesn't want to put too much sugar in, too much salt. He needs to try and keep it quite Lazary. But Robin, the Swedish superstar, does try and open up the round here as he goes for the first face. Finds an easy headshot on Crucial, goes for the second as well. Bought off way more than he could chew, though. Finished off by Eccles.
Well. 4 versus 4 as Eccles going to be making his way in towards the B site through CT. Surreal had a few great rounds that Desert Eagle yesterday on train, and that was really the only success Fish had on that map. It seems that the smoke's going down towards the B side. It's going to be in the domain now of Endpoint. Put a boost in and throw a spanner into the works. Expected this time around, though, from Endpoint.
Yeah, it's the second time they've used it in 2 rounds, in fact. It's kind of, you're accepting. They probably won't actually use that again this map. If they do, that'd be a surprise.
Or if they do, they're going to have to do something where maybe they do it 5 seconds and the smoke's gone down, or they do it where you only boost up once. You don't actually jump on the ledge, so you can spot towards the back boxes and spot towards Emo, and you can't see towards the plant. That's one thing some teams do. Then again, nowadays, obviously, teams are anticipating the boost towards CT. It's one of the most expected plays in a retake towards that B bomb site. However, though, 4 players staying alive, kills in the MAC-10s as well from Endpoint. The cash is going to be looking good. Only 1 player dying. This can be Robin as well. So only 1 player needing to reimburse themselves with utility, with Kevlar, and obviously get dropped a weapon. So Endpoint on your T-side Inferno as well, Ben. This is a map which is very snowbally. Obviously, we speak about, well, T-side Train as one of them, or formerly Cobblestone T-side as well, where if you get off to a very good start on your T-side, you can snowball those rounds because, well, if Fish have the Molotovs to take Banana, the double AWP as well towards A and B, it'd be a massive hindrance.
I think one of the big things we saw from that round, though, is Robin pretty much being on his own towards that A side of the map. And he's essentially, you're guaranteeing he's probably going to be working as a bit more of a lurk call situation. But what Fish123 didn't actually see was Pulse was in apartments as well. So they'll be thinking, Robin's going to be doing this all game or something, and then they'll see Pulse then doing it, and they'll be concerned thinking, this is different. But obviously that hasn't been able to be played yet.
Thomas, though, not one to be catched off guard, but actually does go down. Spotted out by Eccles as he went for the peek round the angle. Couldn't eliminate him with the MAC-10, so it's just a little bit of damage done. Drop that over to Surreal as well, so they actually have some firearms to defend towards the B site, but the A site is under onslaught. They charge their way through. It's Luzza with a double entry as he backhands 2 men and kicks things off in a fantastic fashion. The rotate comes round from Crucial, but surely that is going to be cut off by Robin. This should be a 3rd round for Endpoint here and a great start. Yeah,
great start indeed. 4 players obviously still alive here for Endpoint, so if they can keep that up, in terms of their economy game, that's going to be looking very good once they get the $3,500 round win bonus. I mean, at this point, Lars is going to be on $7,000, $7,000 as well for Pulse as well. So for Fish123 on the CT side, Ben, they're going to have to win consecutive rounds if they want to break the economy.
One thing we saw yesterday from Endpoint was they actually did use that 4th round as a bonus when they had multiple SMGs used. So chances are we won't see Luzza upgrade to an AWP, which he normally would do. Maybe 3 months ago he would normally buy an AWP, get rid of that AK. Instead, we might see them go for a fast potential, B rush that, you can catch your opponents off guard that way.
Definitely could. Obviously, early Banana control of the MAC-10s, Apartments control of the MAC-10s. Very good for mid control now as well. If you smoke Arch, flash mid, and have the MAC-10s come through Boiler. But nevertheless, Thomas can be finding that frag. Oh, apologies, Robin and Thomas actually on 2 Eccles. So 7,000 there for Luzza, 5.5 for Robin. Mac's going to be investing as well into some utility, but as you said, they will be using it as the bonus round, and it is actually going to be the tactical pause coming out from Endpoints. This does mean they're going to try and work out, Jack, what are they going to do with their MAC-10s and SMGs? Yeah,
it's nice to see. And this is actually a great side for Endpoint to start on, really. Normally you want to see teams start off on that CT sides where they feel more comfortable, but Endpoint have always proven they're more of a T-sided team on this map. They, in fact, struggle quite heavily with their CT sides. Yep. I'd say at some point pretty much across the board. Robin seems to have kind of sorted that out a little bit now, which is good to see. An IGL returning to the team because they have so much firepower. They just didn't really know what to do with it. It was like having too many lemons and not enough hands to hold them.
Yes. Yes, it was. But also, Robin adds another level of skill, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Swedish.
So that's what's going to help your CT sides, is that
he brings lots
skill.
of kanelbulle, which is cinnamon buns.
Oh.
Or cinnamon rolls.
What else do they have in Sweden? Snus? Or is that more...
Swedes.
Swedish people normally, yeah.
Really? Oh, surprising.
Yeah. Houses.
well.
Sometimes rain.
Sometimes rain.
Yeah.
Some snow.
It's very similar to England, but just Swedish.
And the taxes are higher.
A lot of IKEAs.
To be fair, is there as many IKEAs in Sweden as there is in
England? I think there's more in England.
Yeah, there's probably more here.
Although there actually isn't that many here, to be fair.
Yeah, you have to drive quite far.
They're very big.
They're big up north, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, my closest one is about 110 miles away.
That's just
how do you know that so specifically?
Because I got a wardrobe a few months ago.
Okay.
What did you get? Was it called like a
I designed it myself.
Or a shikar?
I built it myself.
Oh, you built it yourself?
Yeah, I did it on the
wow,
website.
handyman as well. You're not just a pretty face, are you, Ben?
Tis the carpenter lad, but this is the entry lad coming out from Thomas as he frags his way through Crucial. Stanley and Eccles try and defend the site. He does a good job, causing rampage with that M4 and starts to put them all to bed. The Fnatic Academy boy loves how to make things go Fnatic.
He's trying to prove his worth here in the short time that he will be in the game.
Yeah.
nine kills in 4 rounds. That's fantastic. Look at the scoreboard on that side.
Literally, just Eccles.
Yeah, no one else has got a kill apart from Stanley, and he got, what, 3 kills in the pistol, 4 in that last one.
Yeah, so he's trying to get his value in right there.
We have just got confirmation as well. Sweden has 20 IKEAs. England has 21. So we do have more IKEAs than Sweden.
Wow.
And there aren't any in Wales, obviously.
No, obviously not. Wales is just the dead zone.
Yeah, can't be having IKEAs there.
It's just the dead scar. We do have quite a few sheep, though.
Yeah?
Can you get a flat pack sheep? Or is that just a rug?
Yes. It would be a rug, probably.
Technically.
One woolly boy.
Well, 3-1 here. Obviously, if Endpoint win this round, they're going to be doing the economic reset against Fish, sending their round loss bonus back to $1,400. And we could be seeing a very, very strong lead for Endpoint if that was the case. Maybe it will be with a shot like that from Pulse.
Yeah, very strong kills to get. In the apartments, I think, what was it, Mach 10 that was in use then? Which, that's short range sort of area, and then Robin gets another one. Like, Crucial trying to force the issue, I suppose. He needs to get even up the playing field. Unfortunately, doesn't make the kill, but there's a lot of damage done.
There is a lot of damage done, but you've got to remember, boys, they haven't killed Eccles, and right now he's the only one on the team doing anything. He is the one doing all of the things. He's got his hands in all of the pies. It's very unsanitary.
T-Sack here towards Pit. Flashbang comes through. Doesn't connect actually onto anyone, so good that it doesn't even get one frag there before being traded up by Pulse. And with that site being in the hands now of Endpoint, should be the save here towards today's site from Surreal. And obviously, as you said, Eccles, and he's still going to stay alive, which means his KD is still intact.
Yeah, Eccles and Surreal have actually got quite low deaths for this game, because they actually tried to say, I think Surreal only had 1 death by the time they'd actually finished that first buy round. It's quite peculiar.
Lots of saves.
Yeah, he loves the save, this guy. Obviously saving up to go and buy himself some nice meatballs from IKEA.
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
furniture.
Yeah, or some flat pack furniture. Flat pack meatballs. So you can post them to your friends. Kind of like, when you send people potatoes.
Oh,
It has like happy birthday written on it.
Max survived 1 HP in Pit. Leza actually died in
If
Pit
someone
as
threw
well.
a potato at him, he'd be dead. Potato right in the shin.
Potato attack.
It's my favourite.
He send, but he also attack.
But he bring Endpoint back.
Ooh.
Oh.
There we
He
go.
will do,
I know.
yeah.
Got Max a potato.
Well, 4-1 here, and now the reset going to be dished out to Fish. They are going to go for the force, but they're across the board. MP9 for Stanley, CZs for both T-Sack and Crucial. And obviously the save weaponry onto Eccles and Surreal. So if they lose this round here, Ben, we could be witnessing a 6-1 scoreline already this early on.
Well, look at Thomas. He's being a cheeky
Thomas
little
loves
boy.
smokes, doesn't he?
He does. He is quite a smoker.
I heard a lot of things about that Endpoint House, so maybe.
You never know. Oh, he's dead though.
Oh,
So obviously the smoking is bad for your health.
Surprise, surprise.
There, look at Surreal score, 1-1, while losing 4-1. He's literally saved 4 rounds, technically.
Classic Kia man. Well,
IKEA
he is our
man.
for saving. Ooh,
Oh,
it's like an anti-gram, but
there
not
you
really.
go. Not really. Well,
Ikema. Keema naan. Naan bread.
Word affiliation.
Oh, Surreal. No, not today. He did try and go for the spray down, but it wasn't meant to be, and it's the mighty Max, return of the Max, as he walks in and just bludgeons everyone in front of him, kicks it off with an absolute bang. And it's down to the 3 versus 4 now, boys. The retake squad comes back round. They don't actually have a kit, though. T-Sack, Stanley, and Crucial. Only one real firearm between the 3 of them, and it's an MP9 on Stanley. He's going to go in, all on his Todd. Seems like he might just try and do a little bit of damage.
It's a very difficult situation to be in. Like, you've already delved that deep into the retake. You're kind of thinking, how do I get out?
Yeah.
Even at this stage.
yeah, with the MP9 as well, it's only going to take 2 frags, and he's made his money back in terms of the cash from that weapon.
He had a very nice skin on there.
He did, I thought that was quite cool, the blue one.
Yeah, it
Like-
looks like
Are those eyeballs?
blue.
They're
From,
little monsters.
do you remember that TV show, The Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Oh yeah, blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know there was actually a fan theory that entire show?
Was Frankie's
Yeah,
imagination.
it was her imagination.
Yeah. And her grandmother's just caring for her.
Yeah.
Where did you guys find this information?
The
Reddit.
internet.
Yeah, normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite a plausible
pretty
theory,
good.
to be fair.
There's also the one where it's like, the genie. What's it? The one with Aladdin. That's
Aladdin.
the one. Yeah, that'll be it. So all of that is actually set in a post-apocalyptic nuclear world.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've not
And
seen
like
that.
really far in the future. It actually makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of like hidden references to that in the film for some reason as well.
Oh.
Such as?
I've forgotten.
Well, list them.
Well, there was there's a sign. There's stuff.
There are stuff.
There's some things, and it's also, at the beginning of the movie, the guy who's the like old man
Yeah.
is actually the genie. That's another popular theory.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that one actually.
Yeah. Thomas is a genie as well. His first wish was to kill Surreal, and it's come true. So he's got 2 left. Probably going to use 1 on Just Eat after the game.
That's Max,
and 1
mate.
to win the series.
Wow. Did you know, actually, Thomas's dad owns a fish and chip shop?
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah.
Why is he not playing for fish?
Hey, there you go.
And chip.
Maybe.
Fish123 and chips.
Might win a few chips though for you.
Fish123 chip.
Skip them fantastic.
Please, skip that phantom, please. Crucial CZ kill, please.
4 versus 4. Obviously, oh my goodness.
The running
Eccles going to be tagged up there by the Mac-10 from Thomas.
He doesn't stop, does he?
No.
That is the issue with Thomas when you're against him and you're on eco. You know the train's coming.
Yeah.
It's never going to be delayed. It's always on time.
Yeah. You physically can't derail him.
No.
He's just always sprinting towards you. The fat controller's in the background riding on him. Let's get it! It's just Yoshi.
Oh my.
That's a deadly combo to be fair.
Yoshi and Thomas on the same team.
Oh my god.
That'd be too much for a lap.
Imagine if they played Mirage.
Oh.
Too much for Z-Block.
6-1. This was the score we were predicting if Fish were to lose their 4 spy. And here they are now in a 5-round deficit as we head into the 8th. Ben, do you reckon this is looking fairly one-sided for Endpoint?
I mean, right now it looks like it, just by the fact that nobody else is spawning Eccles right now in Fish. Like, we're still looking at 9 kills, then the next slice is 2. Right? It's not good enough at this stage. But because of how weak Endpoint CT sides have been in the past, you know, there's still a question mark, how much of an advantage can Endpoint get? Joey has missed that smoke, and it's aborted the entire mission.
They were going to try and go for the play there.
Yeah, they were going to take banana.
Nothing comes out of it.
They've all looked at it a bit like, Joey, you've missed.
Joey, what you done? And he's probably just gone, sorry.
Sorry! Come on! Sorry!
That is classic, Joey. You should have just pushed.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well,
So that was a bit of wasted utility, I suppose.
Yeah, not too great, considering they've only got a couple of bits left now, and minute and 15 seconds left on the clock as they group up towards top banana.
Top banana.
Smoke. Top banana, indeed.
Well, well, well. Smoke towards CT. Going to try and force out the Molotovs prematurely from Surreal and Eccles, but Eccles, no forge to that sort of play. Going to be keeping on to the utility for when he actually does need it if Endpoint do conclude towards the B-bomb site. For now, Joey nearly beginning shot through the smoke there. Also gets a sense that there should be a player towards that archway as now actually top mid control in favour of the T side.
Top banana.
Top banana.
Shout out to Morgan. Mighty Max tries to go for the entry on towards the bomb site. Struggles there, goes down to Eccles. He was the only one there as well, so it's pretty pivotal that he did actually find that frag. Instead, you can see Endpoint now redirecting their attack, deciding to go for the hit round. And Crucial just lies in wait defending Arch. He normally is a monster when it comes down to defending this position. Peeks out, big tag on 2 men, Lazar and Robin. Take a bit of a fatal wound, but can they try and fight through this? They're both in the books.
Ooh.
Very evil move.
I know, that's not good. Education goes right out
left
the window.
Here, boys. 7, and there you have it. Stanley going to be lining up the remaining 2 frags there towards Archway. And Fish finally do get a second round. Eccles on 10 kills.
Yeah, he's finally got some support from Stan. 3 kills there for Stan.
Let's have a think here. 2, 4, 5, 9 kills in total.
And Eccles has 10.
Exactly. After 8 rounds being played out. It's not looking too good for Fish.
But we're hoping that they are just slowly warming into that game, because they did start off not too hot, I suppose, yesterday. It was a bit of a back and forth, you know, scrapping.
So not tropical fish then?
No.
What is a tropical fish?
A tropical fish is a tropical fish.
Like a piranha?
They live in more, you know, warmer climates,
yeah.
need hotter water. Yeah. Do you know that piranhas have never actually eaten a human being in real life? It's very uncommon for a piranha to actually eat a real person. That's all been...
I suppose it'd be very, very uncommon if it's never happened.
Exactly.
I was about to say, I was like...
there's no documented cases of a piranha eating humans.
Well, maybe because they died after it happened.
And nobody saw.
Yeah, maybe.
Killed the witness.
They've eaten the reporter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the episode of Black Mirror where they kill the they didn't kill the hamster, so the hamster told them that the woman killed the baby.
I never actually saw that episode.
Yeah, but there's an episode where they also get a piranha, and they see that the piranha ate someone and never told anyone, so they arrest the piranha.
Oh, yeah, of course. Ooh.
Sit down, Stanley.
So this is the same as that second round, I think it was, where Robin was on his own towards here, but Pulse was still in apps doing his own little thing. But in that situation, though, Robin wasn't actually able to get a kill. And instead, he's got complete control of this map.
Wow. T-Sack, the only remaining... No, nothing really.
No, none of that. Robin is just backhanding him. He's got his ring finger there. Whoosh. Imagine that. Class. You get you get a little cut on your cheek. It really hurt. Robin, probably quite an aggressive flick, I'd imagine.
Who would he be married to, Robin, if he was in the UKC?
Thomas.
They'd
make a power couple.
Who do you reckon he would be married to?
I reckon Imi, because it'd be really funny to just watch them hate each other.
That would be funny.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting one. To be fair.
I'm trying to think. Who's Nilzini?
Mike Powell, potentially.
Pulse, maybe?
I was going to say perhaps Sliggy.
Sliggy?
Yeah, Sliggy.
I'd marry
I'd
Sliggy.
marry Sliggy as well.
He's alright.
Well, he's Robbins, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
true. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Yeah. You can have Keita, though.
Yeah. Do you want
Yeah,
Keita?
Jamie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have Batham.
Bayfam.
Yeah, he's a funny
Batham.
guy. Yeah.
Batham, nice guy.
Bayfam.
No, Batham. Neil and Crucial would be a power couple.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
They'd wear matching outfits
But Neil
everywhere they go.
Neil would wear the shorts in the relationship, though.
Yeah.
He would
Power
be just
shorts.
whispering. Yeah, the power shorts, obviously. Whispering in
The crazy
Crucial's ear, leave the team, join Infused. But
Don't join Imperial. What was that, Neil?
or nothing. Another reset. Wow. Well, force buy and then maybe the reset. Where if Endpoint win this round, eco for Fish, we could be witnessing a 9-2, 10-2 scoreline very easily here, Ben.
Yeah, there's not been too much map control from Fish, just whether it's even top mid or even banana. Like, they did have that one intended time where they did try and go for it. Obviously, Joey missed that smoke. We haven't seen Joey pick up the AWP or use it to a great effect yet either, which is quite rare.
Yeah, especially on the CT side as well, right?
Yeah.
Players walking into his crosshair should have some effect, but Cyril definitely does. Nice kill there onto Thomas, but quickly going to be traded out by Joe Lazaloose. All the curls with all the girls. There you go. Loza and Imi would be a power couple.
That's more of like yeah.
Oh, dear.
Not too sure on that pairing.
No.
Although Speedy once said that Max and I are cousins.
You basically, you're like brothers.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other so long. He said, the cousins! Just like, alright.
Oh, crucial.
Joey doesn't need an AWP, apparently.
Doesn't need no man, doesn't need no Sliggy. He's got the nothing, because now it's a 2v1 somehow.
Yeah, it's just T-Sac versus Pulse and Luzza. Oh, he's got his little CZ in his hands. He's got his paws around it. He's going to try and find himself a gun. Grabs an M4. But in reality, he's got 30 seconds to tiptoe his way over there. The bomb is going to go down shortly as well. A Molotov and a smoke is everything in his inventory. They're just biding their time as well. Haven't even gone for the plant yet. They know they don't have to commit to it. Just waiting to see if he's going to rear his head. He finally gets towards top of Nari. Does have a kit. Finds the first frag. They've gifted him the initial 1v1. It puts him into such a huge position now. Molotov as well. Lines it up. Going to try and force Luzza out of position. Does muff it up though. Going to go for the push in. Smoke goes down Luzza. He has the AWP. It's just one shot, but it doesn't matter. T-Sac with a flick up. We said these are the moments where he tends to step up, and the Greek god comes in, hits him with like the power pose.
Yeah.
The kneel, the back arm and the right arm up.
Discus, if it's...
Yeah. He's
But
taken
no.
on the Minotaur and he's won.
Exactly. The thing with T-Sac, right, on Epsilon, he didn't put up the big numbers, but he was a very good clutch player, especially towards the start of the team. Felt like after they beat Na'Vi in the online best-of-3, it all went downhill. Not sure what happened there, but...
It's just seemed like that entire team was just people doing things they didn't really want to do in terms of roles. So it's sort of like the Pickle situation on Vex. You never really see the true potential because everyone's sort of
got
filling
pussed
in.
in their ass.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's how it would feel.
Oh, dear.
We'll see if we can get a call in with Quicks later.
Good Quicks.
We'll see if we can get hold of him.
So what, Quicks, why aren't you playing that much anymore?
Well, I don't know, mate. He's not here.
Oh.
We'd have to, unless the phone rings, who's going to know?
Unless the phone was to ring right now, what on earth would we do?
Put it on.
Probably
Dude.
answer it.
Probably not answer it. We're doing a job right now.
Yeah, we are busy.
We're busy.
Yeah.
Put it on hold. But so far, though, 3-7 here.
Oh, hang on.
You going to answer that?
Snods, grab the phone.
1 second. Hello? Hello, is that Quicks?
Hello? Yo, guys, you are saying about the puss. I could not sit for a few days. It was very uncomfortable, much like how Fish probably feeling right now. Struggle in the game for them. How are you doing, Snots?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks, mate. Obviously, you said you couldn't play for a whole month. Can you just tell me about the situation at hand and like what actually happened?
You know, it was just not great. My dad's a doctor, but he just said no. Oh, hang on, someone's at the door. What are you doing? Max, you geek! Oh, it's Neil. Grab the phone right now. Hang up the phone.
Okay, I think Quicks has gone off the line.
Was that
That was
Neil?
very abrupt. Yeah.
Is that
Neil's
what's
just.
Neil doing there?
I'm not sure.
Well,
Businessman, isn't he? He's just all
He's the
over the place.
businessman. He's travelling everywhere.
we'll see if we can get some more call-ins a bit later on. Maybe the next map will save a juicy one.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get anyone on the line.
Yeah.
Hopefully Neil won't
Yeah.
barge.
Call the number down below now.
Yep.
619. Damn, she fine.
Oh dear. 7-4. Fish actually won a round during that phone call.
We're seeing Crucial finally get the AWP, and I've seen this play before.
But towards Arch. Oh, and he actually did miss the last one.
Oh, he did miss that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Joey!
Oh, actually, he had a really good highlight 2 years ago, didn't he?
Exactly like the Shocks one.
Yeah.
Where he blocked Pulse into sandbags and got Pulse killed.
Yes.
I remember it very well.
Yeah.
But we'll forget that part of the story, right?
Oh yeah, you got all 5.
History is written by the guys who won, right?
By the mates,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or by the winner.
By the winner, yeah.
Citation needed. Jakey knows. He'll send that through. 'Tis the Observer lad.
Yeah, exactly. 7-5.
Slowly
Look alive.
getting a footing, aren't they?
Sorry?
Slowly getting a footing into the game.
They're coming back. And it is a shame as well because Endpoint, they need as big a lead as they can physically get on that T side. They have to really blow them out of the water, but they've missed the grenade launcher shot. It's accidentally hit the phone lines. There's a bit of a fire. Jaws has got slightly burnt, but he hasn't been blown out of the water.
Not just yet.
No. Did that happen in the movies? Was that just on Jaws the Ride? I can't remember.
No, he did.
I've never actually seen the film. I've been on the ride multiple
I've
times.
been on the ride. It's gone now, isn't it?
It's gone.
They got rid of Jaws the Ride
7 years ago.
He had the gasoline tank in his mouth and he shot it and it blew the shark up.
Did you know that, interestingly enough, one of the main reasons they had to get rid of Jaws the Ride was because it broke down so much because the water-based oil they used would leak into the water and it was very unsafe for wildlife and people that would have to go in there. So they had to get rid of it because it cost far too much money to replace the oil.
Yeah.
About $4,000 too much?
Probably. Eccles and Surreal, the only 2 remaining members on that CT side, and they are over at the B site. Meanwhile, A site has been shut down like Jaws the Ride.
It is indeed. And now players are saving for their lives. Eccles and Surreal once again. As it's going to go 8-5. So as a bare minimum, Endpoint aren't going to be winning the half here on the T side of Inferno. And going forward, can Fish try and salvage their CT side defense here on the first map?
Yeah, we're noticing that the site has been going on quite often at A, which, you know, it seems to be a common recurrence that we're seeing Eccles and Surreal saving over and over and over again.
Yeah, Ben, you're right.
What can they do to change that, Ben?
Set up.
So what are we thinking needs to be switched up on the Fish123 side? Because they are struggling a little bit now, obviously, into the later stages. They actually get a bit of momentum going, those Snods. Yeah. What can they switch up?
I don't know. The problem is not committing to the plays. Maybe they just have to, you know, go full force and just bite down on it.
It's interesting you should say that, Snods, because you never really actually bite down. Your top lip always stays in the same location, whereas your lower lip, your jaw will move up. So you're always actually biting up. So what you want to see there is Fish123 biting up on the competition.
I suppose so.
Yes, exactly. Well, the more you know.
Yeah.
Here on T-Facts.
And Fish Facts.
Yeah. It's basically the Discovery Channel.
Really, at this point, yeah. Does feel like that
if we were
sometimes.
Discovery Channel, we'd just be doing Storage Wars, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I do appreciate some storage wars.
Storage Wars is good, yeah.
Well, banana control here in favour for Endpoint. Going to be leaving Pulse alone to lurk towards the A site, the old famous UK 4-1. We love to see it, don't we, boys? But, once again, Echo Surreal have been saving so many rounds in a row now. Maybe this is their time to bite up and get some action.
Well, let's see if they can get that jaw moving in an upwards manner around their opponents as they do head over towards the bomb site. Surreal going to be... Oh, no, he's boosting someone else up. It's Eccles. Oh, the big man himself. It's going to be hard to spot him. He's quite pale.
Yeah, they've just done that boost properly where he dropped off, made it a silent drop, and then they managed to silent drop again, and then boost up silently too. It was quite some very small plays, but very effective.
It's like a mime movie, isn't it?
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Exactly.
Oh, Molotov damage transfers a small bit there onto Surreal, but it's Eccles. Heightened angle. Doesn't matter that they're in the smoke. He is dealing damage. Frags out on 2 of them there, just leaves Pulse and Lazar to try to clutch it out, but they're bringing it back, boys. 2 frags found as they're trapped on the bomb site, and the cavalry's arrived. The damage is done. They're pushing their way around. Pulse, the spam goes through. Does get them quite weak, but couldn't actually eliminate them as they had a little bit of sustain left. Lazar has to go for the plant now. Joey peeks, finds the critical shot, and Fish123 get themselves a 6th round. 6-8. Is this going to be a 7-8 or a 9-6?
I reckon with the cash right now for Endpoint, Lazar can't go for the AWP. Thomas can still buy, so they can go for the full buy still. Obviously, Ben, they're going to be lacking utility, but But how this game's played out, has utility been a big factor?
I wouldn't say so on that T side. They've been able to pretty much get map control whenever they wanted it. There's been no fight back from Fish123 whatsoever. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this go 8-7. It seems like the flow of the game is now going the other way. You know, Fish have got down that river and started flowing straight against Endpoint.
Ooh, Benjamin.
Wow.
Jack, you've taught him well.
No.
He's got the little puns coming out, the wordplay's there.
Doing my job for me.
Literally.
You're fired.
I'm sorry, Alan. Oh, no.
You are the weakest link.
You know, Piers Morgan's on the American version of that show.
Yeah.
Isn't that odd?
It's a bit weird.
Is he a businessman, though?
Well, Neil M would be the best choice, wouldn't
That's
he, obviously?
a very good point, yeah. But he's in Montreal, he can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short journey, though, if you wanted to
He
appear.
could fly over.
Yeah, he could, actually, yeah.
We'll have a word with him later, see if he can head on down.
I don't know if they could afford him, though.
He is quite a pricey man.
Expensive, yeah.
And he would hold the check. At the end
Yeah.
of the show, he would have to hold the novelty check.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose the contract would be there.
Give me
wouldn't
the
it?
contract. Let me get a picture with it.
Oh,
Just pushing him out of the way. You've been nailed.
Yeah.
Tis the Murphy as they go for the play up towards top banana. Stanley. Oh, he's going to go for the peak. Oh, extends out the crosshair. Wasn't quite ready. It was a fast flick, but wasn't quite on his head. Does go down to Robin. Oh, Eccles, though. The defense. He is trying to be the bouncer and reject him. They have no ID, but they have got into the club through the back door.
They have indeed jumped over the fence. And they are in towards the B site. Mighty Max and Robin. Dynamic duo here. As Robin unable to actually get that frag onto T-Sac. And now it's into the 1 versus 3. The Mighty Max himself. He spots the shoulder on towards Crucial. Peak comes through, finds the first. He's in the open, still gets away somehow. The Molotov going to be thrown out to try and salvage some extra time here as he can't quite connect it. And with that, it's going to be Eccles with the 3K. How many kills is he on? 17. My goodness, might play for Fnatic Academy, but right now he's the one giving the lessons.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see Max actually not win that. It felt like one of those rounds that Max wins.
Bit harsh, mate. It was a 1 versus 3, but
Yeah, it just
That's a max round, though.
yeah.
you get them like once in what every 2 games, something like that. You have one Max round that was just like a 1v3 or 1v4. It's just like, oh,
We know Max
Okay.
can handle more than one man at once. It's fine.
yeah, he has got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
To be fair, you know what it was like in China.
No context needed, obviously.
No.
You'll know.
Yeah, if you know,
You know. Well, second half now begins. Endpoint moving on over to that CT half. They're less favoured half, really. It's
Yeah.
been where they've been struggling the most throughout the online season, easily.
Yeah, this is on CT is where they lost 13-2 against London Lynx, which is not really very nice. And this is the 4 pit play.
Oh,
doing it again.
No.
They varied it up. That they had Robin go through.
Oh, look, they're actually fast rotating off. Yeah, they've realised it's not going to work.
Very different.
Okay.
Pulse got a big ask on the speed site.
A big what, sorry?
Big ass.
With some poos.
Can't sit down, can he?
No, he's going to need to stand up when this push comes, Snods, but he wants to make them sit down. Spams out.
Oh.
Gets the first off. That's a head shoot as they do barrel their way in towards the bomb site.
Oh.
Everyone's tagging him up. They've rotated off. They've learned from their
Boosts
mistakes.
everywhere.
The Goomba stomp from Pulse trying to find the
Oh.
kill. The adjustment there, all of a sudden, it is just Surreal and Crucial that remain, and Crucial has expired. Like that ham that Lethal ate yesterday.
Yep. If only they could see him through the smoke, they'd kill him every time.
He's not even good.
Yep,
not
don't
even good.
give him
Don't
the
give him the
respect.
satisfaction,
Don't give him
Sam.
the satisfaction, Sam.
How many times are you going to do that through smoke?
If I saw him, I'd kill him every time.
Just smoke it first.
We lost a round now, haven't we?
So well done, Dan. Well done.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Rest in peace.
It's quite
Sam
sad.
Rattlesnake off.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's playing UKPL a few days ago.
Yeah, I heard about this. I saw the legend was spotted.
I know.
It is quite rare. It's like finding a shiny Pokemon these days.
Yeah.
There he is. You
Bit
throw
more
a
rare
Pokeball
than
at
that.
Sam.
It's really, yeah, I know.
Yeah. He comes out every couple of years. I mean, what blew me away was that Lamb when release was back.
That was a random one.
That
wasn't
was
it?
weird. Return of
Oh,
the release.
Was that,
It was released
was that the one we met?
That was, the very
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
time I met Snon.
It was like that. It was 3 of them there, though.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right.
They're all back.
Jeez.
Pete as well. PT.
Yeah,
Shout out PT. Nicest guy.
Rest in peace, Beta, though. Still
yeah. Still threatening to punch me at that LAN, actually.
Classic Beta.
Yeah.
Prove myself, lads.
Trying to go pro in Overwatch. Didn't have the best.
He was a good McCree. He was actually
Until
a very
he got
good
nerfed.
McCree. Yeah. Didn't make it to the Overwatch League. But Endpoint are making it very close to storming their way through the first map here. It's a 10-7. They are locking it down pretty effectively. They've done tons of damage and having tons of fun.
I don't think it's actually 10-7. What is it?
Of course it's not. We start at 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes to 4.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Sorry. I've lied.
It could be done by
Get
10 to
ahead
7.
of the game.
Maybe, if Endpoint carry on.
Well, obviously, this is the map pick from Fish, and Endpoint are winning it. Now it's going to be the first buy round.
But the thing is, it is a mixed team on Dust 2 versus Endpoint. And these players, you know, well, to be fair, do they, hello, Crucial, you cheeky boy. Do they really love it, Dust 2 anymore? No one really plays it that much anymore.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things we just thought from CSS.
Yeah, it was kind of, yeah.
Yeah, legendary map, obviously, for Mighty Max.
Maps,
For the Mighty Max himself.
He has a couple of max angles.
The Rock'em Sock'em connection no longer
Rock'em
exists now.
sock'em.
Yeah.
Crucial. You can't move and shoot, but you can spray down Thomas. Mighty Max had the fast trade, but is it fast enough as the remaining 4 players come in through quad?
Oh, the Mexican wave round from quad up onto the A site. Robin needs to absolutely go huge. Only gets 2. Max as well gets taken down, and it's up to Pulse. Reese Mars, is he going to have the feet up, or is he going to be ashed out like a Cuban cigar as he works his way around? MP9, smoke and a flash and a kit. He's got the US peak to back him up. T-Sac is low. Eccles as well on 99 HP. Tags up T-Sac, trying to force the play. Tags them, frags the first, looks for the follow-up frag. He's so low and he does it. Pulse, the re-entry, survives it, finds the frags, can upgrade to a weapon, grabs the kit. No, grabs the orb. And that's going to be the defuse.
Yeah, very, very scrappy round, if I'm honest. The way that we were coming up quad, it was very, there's a clear distance between the first player that went on site and then the second.
Yeah, Pulse does love a good scrap, though. There you have it.
The thing about Pulse is he is one of these players that has a lot of confidence and composure because he's been in that position, what, 1,000,001 times? If we think about how long he's actually played CS competitively.
Yeah, he was actually... Right, this is throwing it back to quite a bit. I think it was CL UK 19.
Cast your minds back.
That means
it was an event where he was playing for RTL, so it was release.
Yeah.
And apparently Pulse played... But most people will say Pulse should have been the one that got picked up, but release did.
It's the name factor, isn't it?
Villain.
No, but this was before either of them had a big break yet. It was release that got chosen.
Wasn't he like 15 though?
Yeah, they were both like 15, sort of 16.
Damn's already signing mouse pads daily.
And making frag movies.
To be fair, it is one of the best frag movies of all
Oh
time.
yeah.
What was it called again?
Release.
Was that it? Wasn't it? Call it Annihilation 2 or something.
No, just Release.
Dan Mullen.
The name is all that's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a household name.
The name sells.
Dan sells.
12 to 7 though. Endpoint won every single round so far on their CT side, and as we said, notoriously they're weaker on their CT side defense, but it seems like all the stereotypes of this team starting to fade away. It might have taken them 2 years, but are they starting to look good now, Ben? Do you reckon this is the team?
I mean, based on recent form, not just Prem, but even online and other stuff, they've looked phenomenal, really. But then again, is this still the honeymoon period?
Yeah.
Is the other.
How many times we said it when it was the team with YNC and Fash when they won the Premiership? Oh, okay, they've won the Prem. Is this the team? There's another time we said it as well. I can't remember.
Pretty much every iteration team we've ever had, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like they change lineups every time after a couple of months. Then the tripod crumbled away. And really, we were left with nothing.
Well, Max.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, Max upgraded to just a regular camera.
Yeah.
Didn't need a tripod
No.
anymore.
Yeah, he's just a single lens DSLR now. What a shame.
Oh, Eichel's nearly burnt to death there. Down to 4.
This could be a 13th round for Endpoint if they carry on, strutting their stuff the way they have been. Thomas hides in pit, support of Robin from the bomb site. There is 2 more men grouped up towards the B site, but no one is coming towards them. Everyone is banging on the door of the A site. They're going to be looking to try and find if they can find a welcome mat and rub their boots all over it as Robin goes down. Thomas in the elevated angle, waiting for the push to come in. He needs to do so much damage here. At least 2 frags have to be found to actually stunt this push, or else things are going to get awkward. Thomas trying to play anti-flash, biding his time. Here's the commotion and the ruckus as they storm their way through. Finds the first, the adjustment on the second, but couldn't quite manage it. And it's up to now Mighty Max and Lazza. Max,
Poor play there.
That's the connection on Eccles.
Yeah. Eccles caught in transition there, trying to go back towards quad. Oh, nice shot there from T-Sec as well, and that will be solidifying the 8th round, but it seems like Max is going to be going for the orb save potentially, or maybe trying to see if he can go for a little ninja. No, going to get the orb, play the safe game, and the save game as well, as he's going to go back and allow the 8th round for Fish, but keep his paws on that AWP.
Yeah, that little pick that Crucial got from apps towards that mini pixel area, it happens so often. Like players, It's because it wasn't in the previous iterations. Like you weren't able to be visible from that far, and then people still don't remember.
Realise
I can't
how
be
far you
shot
can
through that
actually
tiny
see,
little
yeah.
gap.
Yeah.
Even the experienced players such as Robin falling to that fate.
Yeah, obviously went to the first major,
Mm.
and will never go again.
You say that,
Assuming
but
rules
maybe
don't
that can change.
Yeah.
Could he coach it?
No.
Can't even coach as well for Vakban.
Because Steel's not like
Yeah.
a coach either.
You're major banned. If you get major banned, it's all
Yeah,
Valve.
they don't want you to be
Wow,
affiliated.
interesting.
Which
Oh,
sounds harsh
fish
from the
balls.
outside.
yeah, but you know, integrity.
Their
I
game,
guess.
isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they own.
Their game, their
It's their
rules.
game.
Yeah,
They can do what
yeah.
they want.
We are working on their game, casting
yeah, they
their
do own it.
match. Yeah.
This is their map.
Stanley's been having quite a poor game, hasn't he? 6-16.
Needs more pillows.
Yeah, maybe he's not
Perhaps.
up high enough.
Not enough support.
Yeah. It's a shame though as well because I feel like Stanley was possibly such a hot talent that we could have seen really go quite far.
Mm.
And it feels like we haven't seen him at his potential for quite a while. If that's factors inside the game or outside, that
I
have
would
been
say a lot of it's
affecting.
outside the game.
Yeah.
He's got the talent, got the skill,
Yeah.
but is the motivation there? I'm not sure. Obviously, external factors, rumours, murmurs, show that maybe doesn't care as much as he should, and I think it does reflect sometimes.
Yeah, it's a shame because obviously he got the opportunity with Ghost,
Yeah.
but there were a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
was gonna
factors
say,
that weren't his fault. Like,
Yeah, you got to admit that.
Yeah.
none of that was really his bad. And also, it kind of puts you into a really horrible position because especially if you go to a different country and you've got to try and get used to all this weird stuff that's going on around you, when you're not really being best supported, you're not going to play the best you can, and that's a shame.
He was in, what was it, a hotel room?
Hotel room,
The
60
entire
hertz
time.
monitor as well.
On
And then the
40
team also
pillows.
changing as
Yeah.
well.
What was that, sorry?
The team also changing roster
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So you're playing with different people again. You're just like, yeah, okay.
Did he even meet up with any of the team? Was he just in the hotel?
One person.
Oh, he was with
Oh,
Connor.
Connor, yeah.
Yeah.
He was in his house, and then the team
Mm.
went to get rid of him,
Yeah.
so he had to move.
Yeah, not
Which makes it a
fantastic.
bit awkward.
Imagine moving in and then Connor getting kicked, and then everyone's having to go to a hotel room.
Not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously,
Quite depressing tangent, this, isn't it?
Logistics nightmare, I think, 'cause
Yeah,
that would be put down.
it's a real
wouldn't it?
shame though because we haven't sort of seen the best that Stanley could potentially offer. And I don't know if we will now. Which is the,
yeah,
the awkward
I
part.
think he tweeted saying he was going to quit, didn't he?
Yeah, it seems like he's coming to the end of his Counter
To
Strike.
be fair, though, a lot of players are tweeting about their quitting the CS.
Yeah.
And you got to think of it this way, right? Myself, you know, some of the people that are quitting, Trials, Stanley, people started playing in 2015 or late 2014 when the game did blow up. It's coming to that point now 3 years later where they've realized, oh, okay, do you know what? Maybe real life isn't actually that bad. Maybe the dream of going pro isn't really that feasible. And they're moving on. Think about this. There is a ticking time bomb on a few of these players who have dropped out of university, a few players who have dropped out and avoided school, you know, people deferring university as well for years. And it's like, when does that come to an end where they realize, okay, maybe this wasn't worth it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a question mark, really. Like, when we first came back to the game with Choke, so it was Max, me, Imi.
2015?
Yeah, it was 2015 sort of time, and Max and I just finished our A-levels, and he went to uni for 3 months, and then
Yep.
he dropped out.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't exactly know exactly why, but I guess he didn't quite enjoy it anyway, which, to be fair, that happens. Sometimes you don't enjoy uni anyway.
I remember Max had really bad internet at uni. I think that was
He
a
also
big part
had
of
big
it.
fans as well.
Yeah.
Some of his flatmates actually saw his mouse mat and they were like, "Is that a SteelSeries mouse mat?"
Yeah.
They were just like,
Yeah.
"Oh no!"
They loved it.
They made a petition to have him not play Prac because they wanted him to play in the Mule.
Yeah, they wanted him to play the Null League with him. And Max
Really?
was just like, oh no.
But you know what Max
That's why
is
he got
like?
Yeah.
You know what Max is like, though? He says yes to everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play the null with you. Oh.
He would have single-handedly carried.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Well,
Oh, wow,
it is
ace
just
side.
Max and Thomas that remain. 1 up, 1 AK. It's going to be another save on the B side. So Fish123 now going to slightly bring this back. It's a 12-9 scoreline.
Interesting as well. Thomas is still at university.
Yeah, he finished this year, didn't he? Or he finished
No, he's finished
the
his second year. It's
yeah.
quite. Imagine this, right? If you're Lazar, you know, Lazar deferred uni for 2 years. If you're Pulse, you didn't go to university because you want to try to go pro. If you're Max, you dropped out of uni. And then Thomas is there, obviously, still at university.
in Norwich as well.
In
It's not
Norwich.
exactly a close area.
Exactly, exactly. So, all in all, he's won the game.
I suppose.
With
As long
real
as he
winners here.
passes uni.
Thomas is the real winner.
Yeah. It is also a question mark, just with every player anyway.
Cyril as well dropped out of uni for complexity.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all getting quite depressing here, isn't it?
I think
Lots
it's
of
just
dropping out.
reality strikes, you know?
Yeah.
When you least expect it. Reality.
Yeah.
I wonder what Robin's story is.
Oh, he got banned.
Yeah, obviously, but like, did he?
Yeah.
Did he drop out of uni then got banned, or did he? Was he what? What happened?
I'm not too sure. Can't
Who
say I
knows?
spoke to him
Too often.
at all, other than when I went to his room at 4 in the morning when we were in China because he needed water because he has kidney stones.
Does he really?
He did.
Ben
when we were in
saved
China.
him.
Yeah, I had
Ben
4
single-handedly kept him alive.
I kept on taking the water bottle in the room because it was China, so you kind of, if there's free like fresh water bottle, you take it, don't you? They kept on restocking it, so I kept on taking them whenever they restocked it.
Oh
Joe.
my goodness!
And Robin, at 4 in the morning or something, the night we were leaving, nobody else was awake because we had to wake up at 6. I was awake.
Obviously.
I went to his room with 4 bottles of water, gave it to him, he was like, thanks, and then that was it.
Yeah. So Ben
that was
saved
the
his
extent
life,
of the...
and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. So, 12-9. 4 players left on the side of Endpoint, trying to defend this A site. Fish have actually got their number now in the past couple of rounds, especially with Crucial being able to find early entries like that. The confidence has returned to our little superstar. Oh, big tag though. That's a huge amount of damage done. That was a plunger.
Slapped it back as well. Thomas now onto 62 points of health. Luz are going to be winning out that duel versus Crucial. So players rotating in towards the B side. Max and Pulse.
No grenades in either of them.
Let's see then. Has Pulse got more than 20 hours if he wants these 4 frags? So they're going to be walking through the smoke potentially.
It's a big ask for them, especially the no grenades. Like they're gonna have to land every single shot here. 'Cause the sport is coming, but he's smoked out.
Yeah. Max, though, the man that can defend sight single-handedly, but does he know there's a man above him? Runs straight across. T-Sack, death from above as he strikes and kills Max. They're left now into the 2 versus 2. Luzza tried to make the initial play, fired a little bit early as well because the Molotov forcing him into that. Doesn't connect the shot. Thomas sneaks up through the mid, but timing is perfect. Catches him with their pants around his ankles. Goes down off the back of T-Sack, though, and it's T-Sack to try and clutch it, but Luzza finds the shot. That's a 13th round for Endpoint there as he will be able to get the defuse, and they're pretty close to actually picking this up. They're slowly being able to chip away. If they carry on with this form, they should be able to lock it down, but Fish aren't far behind.
Yeah, there's one more buy round here for Fish, and I say this is make or break now. Whoever wins this round probably wins the game. Really.
Ooh, yeah, obviously right now for Endpoint, if they lose this round, they're going to be reset back onto the $1,400 loss bonus. They're going to force it. Well, Fish win this round, it goes 13-10. Then a force buy from Endpoint. If they lose that 13-11, Eco 13-12. Yeah, I agree. And then at that point, Fish have so much cash to work with that they can make it their first map victory.
I kind of, over the past few weeks, just watching Thomas, whenever he sees a smoke, he instantly just dives into it. And then that last 3 seconds of the smoke dissipating, you see him just start charging.
Yeah.
He's just looking, he's like scanning, just like, where are the enemies, where are the
Scans through the
and
radar,
he just starts shooting
goes to
before he
play.
even sees them.
He is outrageous at smoke plays. That's always been his niche. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty great trait, I suppose, to have if you can make use of it properly.
It's a good little skill set. It's passive bonus. He plays a Blood Elf.
He chose his skills wisely.
Yeah. Well, Fish back over towards the A site. Ooh, big dink on Robin. Swedish Superstar is going to get stunted there, knocked down to 45 HP as he is forced to retreat off towards Pit. Luzza, he's going to be pivot when the round, but he falls back at the wrong time.
Ooh, they could actually split through CT here as well. They have the bomb in towards T-Stairs on the shoulders of Eccles. Question is, though, does Max on his pulse realise what's going on?
They are making a move, but it's not quite the right one at the right time, I suppose, the best way of looking at it. Max is... He has to kill both of these for them to stand a chance in this round now.
If Max can
This
kill
is the
the
only
bomb
way.
here, yeah.
Oh, what?
No.
How has he just done that to T-Sack?
It's a very horrible situation. 3 players waiting from Banana with a single flash.
Okay,
Crucial went straight in, though, at least.
That wasn't a part of the plan, as Robin going to be charging forward as the players go one by one to the crosshair and the spray of Surreal. 1, 2, left, right, good night. And it's all down to Luzza. Joe Ducky loose, saves the AWP, saves his dignity, and 13-10.
Saves the KD.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Holds on to that one for another day.
So that makes it 13-10 though.
The thing I like about Luzza, sorry to cut you out right there, but if you remember back in when we were casting Elite Series and obviously former Premierships about a year ago, that stereotype or that joke of him always saving was pretty serious.
Yeah.
It was quite real. And now it feels like he is a lot more aggressive, a lot more involved in the matchup, not just going for those exit frags or playing so passive. He does take more aggressive angles and has a much more of a better impact, you can say, on the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the slow development. Like, you know, at the time when we picked him up initially, he was an incredibly defensive AWPer. I guess the best way of putting it, right?
But if you spoke to him, he was the most aggressive AWPer in the world, right?
Oh yeah. He would say, "I'll take any fight." At the time, he had this like personal rivalry with Smooya, so he was like,
goodness.
"I want to out-AWP him" and everything like that. But then he would just play defensive because he knew he'll win the single battle if he plays defensive, holds that angle, which is fine. But then he didn't have anything else to add to the play style, I suppose.
Yeah.
You've got to have a backup plan. Plan A is not always going to work, and obviously the best offense can be the best defense at times. So Luzza adding that to his playbook. We have seen it come out of his repertoire now and then, and it has definitely been a lot more useful. But Luzza, he's been beheaded by Surreal.
Trying to make sure they don't get the AWP, but Robin,
He's done it.
quick as you like.
He is a speedy boy.
Probably not as fast as Crucial.
No.
No, he's quick. He is quick. Well, Paul's going to be left alone towards the B-bomb site. Has a smoke as well to delay, so there could be enough time for the rotations to come in from Max and from Thomas. But we'll be throwing that out with a minute left. So now Fish can wait. Well, they're actually just going to force the issue. Charge through the smoke. Smoke off CT. Another site is theirs, and you're going to be anticipating the save now from Robin with that AWP into the next round. So should be an eco into round number 25 from Endpoint. So we should be seeing that 13-12 scoreline we're anticipating, unless Luzza or Robin with the AWP. That's something to say.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Endpoint buy in again.
You think?
It's the kind of risk that they've been doing recently.
That's a Jonathan Shiki buy.
It's a very risky because they just think we've got 3 people with armor right now. We're going to get what, 1900. Luzza will have 3400, but this changes it a bit though. If they start losing guns now,
Stanley.
they know where the AWP is. It's going to be a horrible last few seconds, Robin.
They're going to be hunting him. Robin, though. Molotov goes out. They aren't going to peek him from behind. He's just going to be able to hold his angle, but they are in apartment. Sprint towards him. Nice little adjustment. Kills Stanley. Goes back for seconds from the rim. Doesn't realise that Eccles is right there, lying in wait for him. They do get the kill. And Fish, they're starting to steam ahead now as well. This is most likely going to be a 13-12 before Endpoint even have cash again. Even then, it's not going to be fabulous for them. And this is scary. If Fish win Inferno as well, that is a pretty commanding start for him and could tip the balance a little bit for Endpoint. Obviously, that's not the 3-0 that Max wanted.
Not quite. Maybe he meant 3-0 the other way.
Maybe.
A reverse 3-0.
Yeah.
3-0 in some way, shape or form, but...
One of us is going to win.
Oh, nice. Cheers, Max. So, Stack, you could argue towards the B side here. 3 players located from Endpoint. Thomas going to be the A player that's there towards B. HE grenades towards Top Banana, not going to be connecting
That's not
damage.
Top Banana at all.
It's Top Banana.
No, the grenade was...
Oh, the band.
Different kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, that's a taser. What a shocker.
A electrifying play.
Wasn't
got
that
one,
good.
Ben?
He didn't get the kill.
No, he didn't manage it.
He missed.
Stunned.
Yeah.
No. That's a good one.
A site's completely open.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation to be in as a CT because just time slowly ticks away and you're like, they're not coming, are they? And then somebody's like, just push. And everybody swarms in. Can Eccles just mow them all down?
Oh my goodness. EC1S, more like EC4S. As he gets 3, unfortunately. Nearly had that one there, but...
Max on 1.
Yeah, now Eccles is going to have, what, 25 kills already into this matchup?
Yeah.
So he is the academy.
He's the teacher at this
really
point.
lucky.
He is.
Yeah, that was quite a tall flash.
Was it?
Yeah,
One
it was
tall
really
boy.
lucky.
I was once the student, now I am the master, or you were, I can't remember. What's that Star Wars quote? A New Hope? Don't know it?
I don't think is that...
Obi-Wan
that
Kenobi and
doesn't sound
Darth
like a
Vader?
quote from-
It is.
Ooh.
I'll bet money on it right now.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'll bet a banana on it right now. Top banana.
Do you remember that famous Star Wars quote? The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for our aid.
That's my
That
favourite.
was my
of the series.
favourite one.
Oh,
And then when they fight the wrong core and he just goes to the pits, they have a cave troll.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
What a good movie.
Oh,
I love that VHS suit.
I'm going to
Yeah.
find that quote right now.
I love Star Trek, Revenge of the Sith. The bit where Gandalf comes out is amazing.
Literally comes out as well.
Yeah.
Not even.
Classic Gandalf.
It was crazy. Ahead of its
To be
time,
fair,
really.
It really was. It,
Oh,
was good.
dear.
It fought for equality.
Yeah.
Now then,
Good.
Pulse has taken a heavy hit. Mighty Max brought down to 75. As things have started off good for Fish123 into this round. Surreal and his chicken pal will wait over by balcony to try and go for a play. He's gone in too early.
Found it.
Go on.
And I've lost it. When I left you, I was the learner. But now I am the master. Darth Vader to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wow.
There you go.
You're
Obviously,
supposed to bring ballast to the Force, Anakin, not destroy it. You brought him here to kill me.
Oh dear.
I have the power to fold any roster, no matter the salary or the contract.
Max and Buzz are actually ready for this situation.
Oh,
They're
they
ready
are
to
in
just fight
position.
CT rather than Banana.
Backstone.
no, Max.
The whiff of his life. It all goes wrong. He's had an absolute apple crumble.
Pulse
Pulse
probably
been able
saved
to
the
find
round.
two. He might have done, yeah. It's left into the 2 versus 1 now versus TSAT, the Greek god. The spray down does not work. He's not going to hit the excellent pose today, and he has been eliminated. 14-12. Still close as you like, though. This game is very back and forth.
Just look at Eccles' score as a comparison. 27 and 15.
15.
And then next size 18. Well, that's Fish123.
It's like a game of ping pong, Ben. Constantly back and forth.
Constantly back and forth. That's quite a good game of ping pong.
Yeah.
If I was playing ping pong, it'd go back and then I've lost.
It's over.
I missed it. Yeah, not very good at it. We played table tennis in China. I was pretty bad at it.
Yeah, they like a bit of table tennis over there, don't they?
Yeah. It was like Keita and stuff. We were playing it. It was quite good.
Keita could be coming out if Fish win this map. I reckon it
Yeah,
goes
there's
to
a big
4,
chance, isn't there?
and then we get Keita, big
Yeah.
K-Dog.
Return of the Jamie. Is he going to be AWPing or rifling? Well, began
Probably
throwback.
sporting.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
True.
Throwback to China Keita, Orping.
To be fair, China Keita was phenomenal, to be fair.
He was on the ball.
He was a big part of our one win. I think he had 27 kills.
What was the one win you had? Was it versus the Chinese team?
Yeah, it was against, what are they called?
VG.
All Four? I think
Oh,
All Four.
I heard of those guys.
Yeah,
I've heard they're awful.
yeah. Well, yeah, we beat them.
Right. UK team win.
I'm pretty sure some of the players from that team went to the minor, didn't they? The Asian minor recently.
Potentially, I haven't actually had a look. But yeah.
Obviously, since then we've not gone to
Gone backward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've gone backwards.
Yeah.
Other miners are available.
Of course.
Push coming in towards this B site. Mighty Max playing from the Max angle. Let's see if he's going to find... Oh, Max. He's been eckled. Pulse trying to punish. Goes out for the first. It's just simple trades going on from Endpoint. That's all they're being able to muster up. Nothing crazy at all. It's going to be a 13-14 at this point. Surely Thomas and Lazza can't find it.
Save it, Lazza.
Grab that, run away, save it.
Yeah, you got to think Max gets minimum 1 from that position. Instead, he kind of
Yeah.
panicked, didn't he? He started spraying. He was like,
I
"I've
feel like
missed."
it was almost aim
most
punch.
bullets.
He just was like, oh.
Yeah, because he was half off already,
Yeah.
and then Eccles with a fantastic shot. To be fair,
More like minor Max. Not Mighty
suppose.
Max.
Yeah.
It's like his family tree. Everyone in their family is called Max. So he's Mighty Max. His dad's Major Max, and his son will be Minor Max.
What's his sister called?
Mrs. Max.
No, Mistress Max?
That's his girlfriend.
oh no, that's his other girlfriend.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah. He's got another girlfriend.
Yeah,
I thought him and Imi were still together.
Oh, they had a bad breakup.
Really?
Yeah.
Was
that
it
was when he
bad?
left Endpoint.
Oh,
we patched
dear.
things together now
Yeah. He replaced him with Shiki.
temporarily
Yeah.
and then
they had a
they
bad
replaced
breakup.
Cheeky, yeah.
with both for a bit.
Yeah. Now they've got
it's
Robin.
been Another, yeah. They went from...
They've had all the IGLs. The only one
They
they
did
didn't
have
try was
Jacob.
Rom, but obviously he was banned.
Yeah.
That's
For playing
true.
Football Manager.
Did they have Jacob as a coach at one point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had
Copenhagen,
Jake as well,
yeah.
haven't they?
They've
Yeah, they
Wow.
played with
They've
Jacob
had both
as well.
Jakes.
Both
Jacob.
UK scene Jakes.
And Jakey.
Yeah,
The pillars of the UK scene.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Wow, there's been a lot of players through that
Yeah.
team.
yeah. They've had a big turnover. I think is the best way of looking at it. Right?
Yeah. They've,
Yeah.
well, they've tried it all.
They have tried everything. Yeah.
Is this the roster that sticks? It's like, perfecting a... what's it called? What's that? It's like a mix that's really hard to make. A
Oh,
souffle.
macaroon?
No, a souffle.
A souffle? Okay.
Macaroons are also very hard
Yeah,
to make.
yeah.
But do you know it's actually a macaron? Macaroon is the wrong pronunciation. That's not what you're thinking about at all.
A two. Okay.
At all. A macaroon is actually it's a type of, it's like a French delicacy that's like a weird thing. It's not the little biscuity thing you're thinking of. That's a macarons. Yeah.
Macarons.
That's been a common misconception for many, many years. Mighty Max, though, trying to disprove that misconception by hitting the deck. He's dead. No chance to deny it. This is going to be another fish round. I'm calling it now.
Unless Paul has something to say about it. All 5 players located towards top banana from Fish as they charge in together.
Burning.
And Pulse burning alive, and the Molotov going to be flushed out right into the capable hands of Eccles' crosshair.
Robin's position here is, I mean, if he's managed to get in and just get maybe 2 kills, this could change
Rambunctious
everything.
Robin.
Oh, the ops there as well, close range, crucial. Not anticipating how
saving.
close Robin really is as the peak, not coming through just yet. Maybe going to waiting for a time to strike. Oh, crucial with the nice little flick there.
Yeah, you can't help but feel like just because how long Robin waited, it slowly just started turning. He's not going to get the kill. It's less likely as he went on.
The downtime, the element of surprise goes away.
Yeah, Thomas and Lazar now saving onto whatever dignity they have left as Endpoint were, what was it, 13-8 up, I believe?
Yeah, I think it was
12-8 up, 12-7 up, 12-7
Yeah, I think. 13-9 is the point when I said which whoever wins.
Yes, 13-9. Yep.
And then
it's all gone downhill.
Yeah. Not great. 14-14, and look at the money on Endpoint side. Not great.
Not great indeed, Ben.
No, a good time has not been had by all. Pause comes in.
Yeah.
I would imagine this is going to be an Endpoint pause, surely.
Goodness, 30 kills
It's actually
for
a Fish
Eccles.
pause.
30 kills for Eccles, boys. Can we get a round of applause for Eccles? Oh my goodness.
Things have changed since weeks 1 of the Elite Series.
Oh yeah.
Neilem would be turning over right
I
now.
don't know how many times I watched Eccles come from behind on Cobble. Belong.
Words, his favourite.
In that one series.
Yeah, he does like it a lot.
From behind.
30 frags though.
I know.
I mean, you know, as things go,
It's a lot.
that's a lot.
There's a lot.
That's in fact 9 more than Lazar. And that's also quite a big number.
He's also got more than 3 times the amount of kills that Stanley's had.
And, I mean, if you think about it like this, even if you took 10 off, still 20.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
If you doubled it, that's 60.
Yeah.
And that's an outrageous amount, isn't
And
it?
if you double that, it's 120. That'd just be lunacy.
That'd be pure lunacy.
To be fair, you know, 60 kills in 2 maps sounds like Crucial at his pinnacle.
Crucial as Pinnacle actually got 80 in 2 maps.
I think that was versus us, wasn't it? No.
Game Agents.
That was
against Game Agents with FM. It was a crazy series. Like I've never seen anything like.
Destroyed them.
And then he went to Splice.
Yep.
Actually, no. Then he went to. It was Beasts just after that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's an English team.
Yeah, with George Bear.
Imperial Analyst.
Yes, it was George Bear and the who else was there? Mole.
It was technically Fused actually that they went to.
Yeah.
Was Neilem at the helm of that team?
Neilem was
of
in
course.
charge. Yeah. He actually
Leave
changed
them.
his
Leave them,
he changed his Twitter, didn't he, to Beasts, Team Beasts.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then changed it back to Neilem afterwards.
Yeah.
Good days.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh dear.
That was a good time. Because I wondered, I was like, who's this Team Beasts account? And I was like, oh, Neem's followed me. He's made a new Twitter.
So 14-14, and the force buy comes out from Endpoint. Obviously, for a team like Endpoint, with players like Robin, Thomas, Mighty Max as well, they are going to be very highly skilled players. So even though they are deducted down to pistols here and there, they are going to be scary each and every time. Apps control now in the favour of Fish, while they have conceded banana control, while Lazar does go for the peak, very slowly but certainly. So, extra player going to be rotated over towards the A site. Pulse has left him. As they stack forward towards A, this could be the win here for Endpoint.
Yeah, it's going to hit that about, I think it was, what, 40 seconds, 45 seconds, where Fish then decide what their end goal is. And it looks like it'll probably be banana again.
Yeah, Lazar.
He needs to get one and get out. I think that's the minimum.
It's a one and done angle as well, so he's set up for it. If he doesn't find this first frag and fall back, it could all just run into turmoil
Eccles got
very
flash
quickly.
ready, he's thrown it.
Blind, shoots, falls back, tries to hold the second angle.
He still has a smoke, though.
He's just waiting though, Ben. He wants to take the fight head on. He should drop the smoke now. They're right by him, but he's still trying to get the picks.
Smoke it, Lazar!
Doesn't want to use the smoke.
Oh, he's holding on for it as
Max
long
is
as
ready,
possible. Max goes in off the back of the flash, but Max, the dink, instant execution.
Oh,
Thomas
no.
as well. This could be a Fish win. Lazar, the adjustment wasn't perfectly on point. Couldn't actually annihilate, doesn't find the headshot. They're swarming towards him. It's the gangsters encroach upon him, but Lazar does the damage. The headshot was pivotal of success, and it's all on Stanley, the Ghost Gaming boy. Let's see what he can get up to as the Molotov goes in. Robin annihilates him, and Endpoint get a 15th round. There was no way that was going to be their match point, but Lazar pulls it out of the bag. He had a fully prepared souffle. It looked fantastic. It wasn't deflated.
Yep.
He is the chef, and he cooked up something very tasty.
This is the thing with Lazar, right? Obviously, he's done very well in that round. He's got the 3K, saved it, but it's still not quite perfect. He is so close to being unbelievable, isn't he, Ben?
I've always tried with one of those players. You'll look at him, you'll see so many mistakes from him, but he'll still have about 25 kills.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's one of
just see
those.
so much. He could have more.
That's why his potential as a player is so high.
You know what this reminds me of? A very famous quote from Ian Immy Harding, which is just so much potential.
Just so dumb.
Just so stupid.
Yeah.
That was actually to
So Mikey Max, yeah.
But it does
so
work
much
there.
potential, Max. Just so stupid.
Oh, dear.
Dead now, of course.
Rest in peace, Max.
Yeah. Oh, look, there he is.
Ooh.
A back shoot.
Same gap again.
They're not ready for it.
Yeah. Well. Oh, it's going to go to overtime, boys.
That's an overtime.
Yeah.
Unless Thomas strikes back.
Okay. Finds one.
Oh,
Okay.
return of the Thomas.
Oh,
Stanley.
I thought he was going to get that one as well.
My goodness. If he would have actually brought that back there into a 3 versus 2, that would have been crazy. That's probably a winnable round as well. They are still going to have to go for it, of course, as overtime is forced either way now at this point, or it will be a win for Endpoint if they somehow retake it. Pulse on the AWP. He can be a very predominant AWPer. When we've seen that throughout his career, normally coming in as a second AWPer in teams when he needs to pick it up, and he's fast. Very, very confident with it as well. Max coming in, probably the best player you'd want in a clutch like this, but he has been executed by Crucial. It's all on Pulse. He needs to try and clutch it. Time is ticking away. Does have the kit, but he has to go soon if he's going to try and make a play at all. Time just ticking away, stuck behind the smoke, doesn't want to push in. Dead to Crucial. That's overtime here in our first map of the best of 5 to see who is going to be winning the ESL Premiership this season.
Yeah, very rough round. I mean, Thomas did all he could in that pit.
Yeah.
But Robin, he's fallen to that same little angle perhaps. Different location where he is this time, but the same
The habits.
He didn't realise his butt was sticking out.
Yeah, he doesn't realise how thick he is, does he?
Yeah, got a big booty.
Yeah. Also pus, obviously making it larger.
Yeah.
Classic, yeah. It's the swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Quicks, why couldn't you play, a lot of CS?
The pulse. It was the fact when I heard him say that.
I know.
I had no context to it. And
Just goes, I just got a lot of puss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate. You can't play prac because you're
what
getting
made
too much
you
puss.
struggle in the practice? A lot of pulse, and it was just like
What?
And then he went in my ass. And he was like, oh, okay, right, okay, good.
Oh,
right.
dear.
All makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's why Vex folded. You would be feeling vexed after that, to be fair.
You would be, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, dear.
Feeling poosed.
Hashtag bleed blue.
Well, overtime.
Overtime.
15-15. Both of these sides really just going to have to play their A game now. For Endpoint as well, the struggle is they're starting off on that CT side.
yeah, I mean, going into it, so they were lucky to get to that 15 mark anyway. And things haven't been looking back good for what, last 7 rounds, is it?
Well, since the 13-9, so that's about 10 rounds.
Yeah, and overtime, I would like to say form goes out the window when you go into overtime, but momentum does not.
Okay.
So Fish, I think, will commandingly just take this overtime first time round.
Okay, now there's 3 of us here. Jack, who do you think takes this?
I think this should be Fish. In reality, just off like raw skill right now of what we're seeing, it's not really Endpoint playing like a team. It's more literally just in the 1v1 firefights. That's where they're getting the rounds. Like what we saw with Lazar. It was only the pure clutch that gave them the extra leeway to push it to overtime.
I would have been
right?
at 16-14 if Lazar doesn't get those kills.
That's what I mean. So just off the back of that, of who's performing well, Fish look like the better overall stars.
I think Endpoint take it.
Yeah?
I think Endpoint take it.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
do a forfeit. What would the forfeit be?
We'll pie you at the end of the stream.
I'm
No,
up for that.
And if we lose, we'll shake hands.
Yeah, we'll have to gently shake and go, oh, bravo.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Good bet.
Oh, jolly old chap.
Matches in competition match will begin.
I do love that.
Yeah.
I just
Matches
I've
in
never
competition match.
I've never seen that.
As
So
opposed
it's
to a
translation.
non-competition
It's like
match.
Google Translate from, don't know, some language to English.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, 15-15. Let's kick it off. Who's going to actually get the opening 16th round on the board? Obviously, the CTs remain the same.
Oh.
Look at that. 14 HP already.
Oh.
The nades, though. That's a Ross Rooney and SEO long special.
Wow.
This is what happens. You have the extra cash. Now they can bring out the double up setup. One towards Banana, one towards A. Robin as well. Still going to be showing his authority towards the A site. This time he's not going to be caught off guard by the little peek and peer in through apartments. As I say that, though.
Or will he?
Or will he?
Or somebody.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Oh,
Thomas. Let's get it. The pain train. He's back on the tracks. He's chugging along. There you go.
That's quite good, actually.
Do you like that?
Yeah, that was good.
That was actually Thomas in the background. That wasn't even me.
Oh. Yeah.
The background all the way from Barnsley.
It gets slight. That's why it was so quiet.
He's just coming in.
Yeah. It gets slightly louder the more frags he gets.
Who's got the better side, Thomas or Max? Thomas has got
Max.
a pretty good side.
Max has a very distinctive side.
Yeah.
Eccles goes for the play. Always going to be sighing after that one. He goes down. That is a 16th round accumulated now for Endpoint. And that's a good start as well. They needed some confidence here, especially on that CT side. And they seem pretty powerful going into that. Very commanding play from Pulse there towards Banana. He's staying on the AWP as well. He's not actually dropping that back to anyone. I like to see that because it's a little bit all over the place. You know what I mean? We never really know who's going to pick up the secondary AWP. Having Pulse on it, I feel like, is probably the better choice.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, it's either going to be Pulse or Max. Max used to primary AWP for a little bit as well.
Yeah, he did pick it up quite often.
The Clawper.
Secondary side. It was the Morp.
The more.
I had the Borp.
Bazorpal.
Oh, dear. Eccles, 30 kills. Obviously, if his form does dip off, it was a major factor for that T side of Fish to even get to 15 rounds. Oh, it's not looking good here. Lazar shooting the AWP telegraphs exactly where it was. And now for Fish, they have the man advantage. Can they actually use it to their advantage?
So this is typically where we saw Endpoint falter, essentially, with that map, gap, I suppose, is the other way of looking at
I
it.
thought you said this is the point was the Endpoint fold.
No, that would be 6 months.
That's
a bit liberal, mate. Maybe 3.
Sorry, 4 weeks.
Look at Stanley's position with Max's rotor.
Oh,
that's normally a fight. I suppose Stanley's not been having a fantastic game, has he? That's the other side of it. Normally, it's the Endpoint lose those one-to-ones.
Uh-oh. Flash coming in, though. Paul's going to try and see if he can deter them for long enough. This is smoke. Not going in the favour of the Mighty himself. But do the T's even have a smoke? What is that? T-Sack dancing with danger there towards Ruin. And it's going to be Robin there to find the frag onto Eccles at Banana. All down to Surreal and T-Sack. 3 versus 1 even. It's T-Sack with 1. Oh my goodness, could it be a second as well? Spots the shoulder.
Oh, T-Sack trying to frag out. He danced with the devil, jumps off the roof, and he's dead. And Lazar finds success, eliminates him. That's the 17th round now for Endpoint. And this is tremendous as well. Actually being able to get this many rounds already on that CT side is really good for him because this is the weak link. Just try and hammer your way through. Get 18 on your CT side. All you've got to do is win 1 on your T side. It's easily achievable, Ben.
Yeah, it's... At the same time, though, the pressure of that, because you know for a fact we need the CT round, but you go into the T side now, you're starting to think,
oh no.
You start forcing the issue, is the other part of it. A lot of people do that.
Just going, just save again!
Oh dear.
Thankfully, there's no saves needed with this 16k overtime.
That scared me when Max shouted that at me. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. I didn't expect to lose that game either myself.
No, I didn't expect to.
Yeah, it was bad.
Your internet started lagging.
They cheated the game. Was that the game where they cheated?
No.
No, that was at Cardiff LAN.
Ah,
okay. Cardiff LAN.
With Mike Powell? Right.
Mike Powell missed the shot at the end.
Yeah.
And I was terrible.
Yeah, no, the Max one was a, what was it, JGL?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
Defunct now, of course.
Yeah.
What's the story with Joe Lee and the mouse mat?
Well, we were at an ice series. Well, you were at an ice series. I was spectating from the rear, and Joe unfortunately knocks a small residual amount of water on Mike Powell's mouse mat. So much so to the point where he was so livid, he had a massive go at him. And then we were about, say, over the other side of the LAN hall, a good 4 rows in. We just see Mike Powell walking and getting closer and getting closer, and then starts walking down the rows, walks over to us, and we're like, what's he doing? Walks straight past us all the time, just staring at Joe, and just goes in the toilet. Bear in mind, there was a toilet right near their desks. And we were just like, he's walked all the way across the LAN hall just to stare at me. What's he doing? And he was like, I offered to get him a new mouse mat.
He literally got just the corner of the mouse mat.
Was it juice? Something sticky?
No, it was water.
Oh my goodness!
But that was also when Mike Powell got very angry and banged the desk 3 times.
And then the monitor.
I was watching behind. You just see his monitor slide all the way down. Joe's monitor slides all the way down. Joe just goes and just looks at Ian.
And Joe being crucial at the time.
No.
Joe Double E.
Joe.
Big Joe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ban now, of course.
Ban now.
Actually, unbanned now.
Unbanned.
Now. Twitter ban now.
How crazy is it this, right? He wasn't VAC banned, but he did cheat.
Yeah.
He can still go to a major.
He didn't get caught for it, though.
Well,
He got ESL banned.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a difference, thankfully, I guess, because otherwise we wouldn't have Simple either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Simple would also be gone.
So. I think Snacks is the same as well, but not in CSGO.
No. Well, back at the matter at hand, Endpoint did get that 18th round. They are now 1 away from possibly picking it up and winning the first matchup of the series here, which could be great for them. I mean, that would be a good pat on the back for the whole squad.
Yeah, that's a victory beers with pickles.
Well,
Oh, perhaps.
They've got a couple more games to play, mate.
Wow.
Oh, Pulse! He's broken his shins!
This is now the Carolina Core remake here. Devour on his own.
Just trapped in the 1v4.
Torres
no.
fell into pit, killed himself.
He's broke his ankles. It's all gone wrong. They're about to lose the CGS bet. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
They've lost.
Unfortunate, really.
It's not what you want.
I was saying, we hadn't seen that ups burst all game from them. Normally, it's something that they do quite often.
Well, that's the thing as well. And Pulse is quite a small man, so a drop from that height, shins just couldn't withstand it.
Yeah.
It's just imploded under the pressure.
One of the things we saw with Robin was he had the highest average kills on the team. He also had the highest average deaths. He's currently 25 and 25.
He's playing for info.
Yeah, for information, right?
Yeah.
Poor Banana.
I mean, that is something that IGLs do at times, doesn't
Yeah.
it? To be fair.
Max as well, only 19 to 21.
Thomas has gone for a Mach 10 in an overtime situation where you have 16k.
Yeah, but he likes he's a bit of a hadgy.
He can be a bit strange.
He's a bit of a hadgy. You know what I mean? He likes to just run towards him. He has a Mat 10 out. He'll do a bit of the old wee.
Another ups burst, is this? After I said we haven't had much of it.
Back to the
2 on the trot.
They're going to lose all the rounds, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I think this is double OT.
That nade was fantastic. They just ran out.
Yeah, this is double overtime, isn't it?
Oh.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what they're doing. Why has it all gone out the window?
Well, I looked so
they
smug.
all went out the balcony, actually.
Well, yeah.
Hey.
They would have gone out the window. Maybe they had a better chance.
Out the balcony window.
Yeah.
Just gone
Straight
somewhere
back.
else.
Yeah, go to a different site.
Don't go out the balcony again.
Leave the bloody balcony alone.
Gosh, well, 17 to 18. I was feeling quite smug when it was 18-15 about my prediction of Endpoint winning, and now I'm not too sure.
Pressure's got to them.
Yeah.
They tried forcing the issue with the ups burst twice.
Yeah. But they just keep going for it. It's the definition of insanity.
It was a bit weird. Just for the fact we didn't see it at all in that first half. Then suddenly they're just like, yeah, this will catch them off guard.
Did it work? No. Should we do it again? Yeah.
And unsuccessful.
So they switched it up. This time it's just Pulse. He's weak at the knees about remembering what happened last time.
For sure.
His arms are spaghetti.
Knees weak.
Broken legs.
Oh.
Not to be confused with the caster, strong legs.
Yeah. If he had strong legs, he would have been fine.
Yeah, he'd been perfectly fine.
He needs more calcium. He needs some milk.
Look at the utility left on Endpoint's side right now. We reached the, 55-second mark? And look at the map control Fish have, technically.
And look at their utility.
They've got top mid control completely.
Top banana.
Look at that angle.
They don't care about
angle.
apps. That's a Max angle, I think.
That
I
is
reckon
a
Max
Kurt
taught
angle.
Joey that angle.
Probably. He probably did.
Well, smoke's coming in towards the B site, towards Ruin and towards CT, but look exactly where Eccles is. This could be a 35 bomb here from the Fnatic Academy player himself.
Oh, elevated angle and elevated frags as he finds the first kill on
brought an AK with him.
Oh no. Charging their way through. Oh, the headshot from Thomas as well.
Oh,
Thomas! The uppercut hits him with a biff as they've got site control. The bomb's going down. Joey misses the AWP shot as well. Trying to find their way back into the site. This is tense now. This actually could still be a win for Endpoint. Lazar as well, doing damage. Strikes against them, crucial. Realizes now is when he has to step up to the mark. Tries to interject and get himself on the bomb site. The frag coming through from T-Sac, a double kill. Lazar punishes one. It's the 2v1. They're trapped towards Banana. Crucial has to force the face, finds the first kill, taps the bomb, and it's all on Pulse. His knees are weak, and unfortunately, he's been annihilated.
What is that?
He goes
What's
down.
that? What is that, Ben? Ben, can you... How have they lost that round?
I feel like
Darth
that's
Vader. No!
Oh, dear. How have they lost that round, Ben?
I think Joe, I mean, T-Sac getting those 2 kills in that little short space of time.
T-Sac diddled him. He came in with a T-Sac diddle.
The T-Sac diddle. The infamous.
How on earth have they lost that round? That is...
Joey at his finest.
Tis the crucial.
Tis the crucial. Crucial frags, someone says. Well,
Hey.
Double overtime. So we had 2 3-0s on the CT side.
Gosh.
Which means we'll definitely not have that again.
No.
It'll be 2-1 on T
Endpoint
side.
lose now, 100%. You
Yeah.
don't get all 3 rounds on CT.
But then again, if you got Jonathan Sheeky patting your back saying it'll be okay, do you think things change?
He needs to be patting Pulse's knees.
Just
He's been
massage them
patching those
gently.
knees up.
Yeah. Get some bandages on him. Some shin pads.
First aid kit.
Oh my goodness. Double overtime then, boys. The scores have been reset. I think Eccles was on 35 kills.
Yeah,
No, 34.
34. He only got the one, didn't he?
Yeah. He's not having too bad of a game. But yeah, we're into round number 36.
Ooh, Thomas, though, does get the opener. At least they're on their T side, and we know Endpoint do favour it. They can be quite aggressive. Is the pain train going to hit them, though, as it looks to try and pull into the station that is B site? But they're not meant to dock for another 5 minutes. They're just going to wait for a bit. They don't want to be early.
Of course. Nice and on time.
Yeah.
They're never late, nor are they early. They arrive precisely on time.
Precisely on time, yeah.
That really good Star Wars quote, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or was it Star Trek? Yeah.
There are 4 lights. Engage. That's Picard, isn't it? Number 1, engage. Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Sure.
Cast that right now, like this.
Max with the frag. Eliminates Eccles. Bomb site control. Max, heightened angle. Drops down. That's a bomb. Oh, just the 2 left.
Yeah.
T-Sack and Crucial. Not looking great for Fish, obviously, in this opening round, but a bit better for Endpoint, actually being able to play a little bit more confident, hit him with the higher tempo. Ooh, Crucial might actually expire here. He's very low.
Very low indeed. Seems like Endpoint finally going to be claiming the 1 round they were looking for all of their last T-half in first overtime. So, just T-Sack remaining here. Going to save in the 1 versus 4. No real reason, though. Don't get anything from it. Maybe try to get some exit frags to pad those stats, but eventually Robin... Oh, actually that's a nice shot there from T-Sack.
Oh,
Second spray down as well. Konstanos Papadopoulos.
Konstantinos
Theodopoulos.
I think it's Theodopoulos.
Yeah.
Theodoropoulos.
Theodopoulos.
I remember
Sounds
seeing
like
that Dora
some
bit.
prehistoric
Yeah, there's a little bit in the
animal.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. With long neck.
Yeah.
With long neck.
It grazes from tree. With long neck, the Konstantinos Theodopoulos grazes on high trees.
Yeah, just like Bonham does.
Tis the Bayfam.
He does love the high trees.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those green leaves give you the extra health that you need, obviously, to get your way through the game, and it's quite nice. Imagine being a cow. It'd be so great, because the thing is, your favourite food is just always on the floor, everywhere around you.
Unless you go to the city.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Go to uni in the city and it's all gone wrong.
But then you drop out because your internet's not good enough.
Well, no, because the grass isn't green enough.
yeah. You would have to physically go back to where the grass is greener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise you die.
Oh, much like Surreal does with the boost there towards Banana.
Just run out of grass.
Good
Right out, oh, Crucial. And Eccles as well, tagged down through the utility. Flash. Tom. Oh, it's actually Mighty Mike's in the smoke this time.
Yeah, Thomas was right behind them.
Oh, gets the
This
early
should be an
tag.
easy trade though, he's so low.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, if Eccles carries on like this,
God help
God
him.
help him.
God help him.
That is true.
Right now, he just seems to be going sick with his M4.
Keeps that up in the overtime second half.
It's the overtime second half. God help him.
Technically.
T-Sack in pit. Waiting to try and drag him down to the Nether Realms as he is waiting to unload upon him. AK in his hand, spots up the first headshot as he pops off their noggin. Looks for a little bit more as well. From the site is Stanley trying to stay alive in a 1 versus 1 versus pulse there. The rotate comes in, big tag, but no real frag. 19-19.
Seems to be being a bit of a weird overtime session. So what was it? 3-0, 3-0 CT sides.
Yep.
I said it'd be 2-1 T sides this time into a third overtime.
You think it's triple OT?
I think it will be, yeah. And then Fish will win.
You think Fish win this map?
Yeah.
I still think they do.
Yeah.
Endpoint had their shot.
I
and
think
they missed
Endpoint
it.
take this one.
Unless
The
they're like,
longer this
what
goes,
they can
Fish.
bend the bullet.
Eccles will be thinking, I might only get 2 maps in here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, what-
Actually, Endpoint have done this on purpose.
The longer it goes on,
The
They-
less
they-
Eccles.
they've
And Eccles is 35 kills
Yeah.
right now.
if they can just keep
Pack
dragging
them in.
this out, Endpoint are playing the real game.
Imagine a world a year ago where we were sat here talking about the fact that Endpoint are prolonging the game to avoid Eccles.
You go, who's Eccles?
Yeah, yeah. What a world we live in right now.
G-Finity Eccles!
Stanley with a push.
Oh.
Oh.
Stan's slowly picking it up in this overtime sort of area. I think he went into regular overtime with 9 kills. Now he's on, what, 16, 17?
Yep. Obviously double that in the half amount of rounds, but 3 versus 5 here. Fish123 with a 2-man advantage, and it should be more than that with the position Stanley has found, although he's probably going to give the information that mid's clear. Ooh, what the backstab.
Oh, this could be incredible. Stanley peeks out, finds the first kill. He's able to get the initial one on Lazar.
Needs to be aware there.
Oh, they're roping round. Nice molly. Yeah, that's good.
They're getting crunched.
That's a barbecue. That's a 10. It's all on 2 mass.
Oh.
Thomas.
Does he anticipate Eccles, though? It's Eccles. Yes. No. Eccles wins that one. 20-19. You boys might be right here with this win for Fish.
Yeah, it feels like Endpoint lost their chance, really. Like 3-0 on that CT side. Very rare thing that happens only in overtime. And unfortunately, couldn't capitalise.
Yeah.
Could not indeed. It says 18-18 there, but that is wrong.
I'm just trying to keep you on your
toes. It is 20-19. 2019 next year.
19-20.
Yeah, that's true.
No. Other way. Other way.
Other way.
Yeah, flip that.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it. Shut it down. Shut it down!
The question is, will Fish be able to do anything on their T side this time around?
That's a good question. Endpoint have got their one CT or one T round that they didn't have in the last one, so maybe that's a good factor going forward.
Well, at least there's not 4 men in pit.
I suppose.
True as well.
But there's 2 men in apps. Last time we saw this, Thomas was killed and then Leslie wasn't able to get the trade. If you remember, when he got quite close to the edge.
Ooh.
You want to watch out for them bullets.
Here they come.
Joey's just taking a huge hit from Summit.
That's not worth it.
No.
That was not worth it.
Not good.
Robin's already here,
Robin,
but
though?
I think they know. Yeah.
How was he? Okay, good. He won that duel.
Max on his own. Bit of a big ask, but the players aren't
Max
exactly healthy.
We've been waiting for a big clutch from Max for a while, though.
Max wins this.
Thing is, will he get... Okay, I was going to say Stan was the big kill, but Crucial was there for the trade.
Yeah, unfortunate. 21 rounds now picked up for Fish123.
It's match point.
This is it.
2 rounds to potentially try and get the win. Endpoint at 3 and they failed. Will Fish do the same?
We'll find out.
Not after the break, because we are live.
Yeah, but now. 29 frags picked up. Crucial. What was Eccles on?
35.
What? Yeah, but what now?
Ooh, I don't know, actually. Can we
it was like
observe
37,
Jake, can we take a look at Eccles real quick? Oh.
That was, he did say real quick, to be fair.
Yeah.
37. 37.
You ask, you get.
Yeah.
He's 3 away from the 40 bomb. So, 3 players here towards the A site from Endpoint. It's going to be Robin,
Apps burst. We've seen this
Lazar, and
twice.
Thomas. Yeah, it might work though, but then again, Thomas is here.
Oh,
Oh, Thomas is not here.
Oh, Thomas. Not like that.
Oh, Tom. Oh, Eccles in the back line, just being able to slay and spray his way through him. It's all up to Pulse. Reese Mars has to clutch it. He misses the initial shot. And they know they can just toy with him as well. They've got so long, so many rounds to play with. Yeah, the firing squad's there. Fish123 in the double overtime. Win it. They pick up the first map there on Inferno. That was nice. It was like a little podcast.
Yeah, it felt like that, didn't it? Nice and calm. Obviously, if you're Endpoint right now, it might not be the calmest. You had 4 match points. 15-14, then 18-15. Threw it all away.
Yeah, not great. I mean, you could say composure, you could say a bit complacent on that T side as well. They tried forcing the issue, whipping out things that they didn't need to whip out. Like, you know,
the double apps burst is the most bizarre play.
It was just so like forced. I guess that's what you're looking at. Like, they're just thinking, we haven't used this, we have to use it.
Yeah, if we do it now, it might work.
But, yeah, alas, it wasn't to be. And it does mean that they lose. Technically, that was Fish's pick, I suppose.
Yeah, fair play.
That's the light you can shine on it.
Yeah.
But ours does too, another mixy map. And in terms of skill, Eccles was definitely the best in the server. Crucial's warming up towards the end. Stanley as well. A shot there from Crucial. And this was the round where it looked reminiscent of the arch play, where he misses the 3rd shot. Nearly.
Yeah, very close to getting that highlight reel once more.
Oh, this was the nice pistol where they shot them all through the smoke.
Yeah, very bizarre. You normally don't get a single kill when you're just doing that little standstill. You just get whacked, but instead it works out very well for them.
Yeah. It's a shame as well because there were some big moments from either side. I mean, Endpoint, probably the first time we've actually seen them have a pretty good CT half, really. Most of the times it always seems quite weak. They stepped that up, they improved quite drastically, but then the T side is where they falter, and it felt like the game had just gone on too long for Endpoint, really.
I thought it was GG at that point when it was 11-7. They broke their money, Pulse with the MP9, 1 versus 2. Then he had that 13-9 scoreline, and then Fish. They reset the economy from Endpoint, bring it back down to 1400, then the 4 spies, the ecos happened twice at the end there to cause that 14-14.
Yeah, I mean, that last round, well, that 29th round right there, very, very lucky to even get to that situation. And I mean, Thomas started warming up towards that like overtime section, didn't he? It was the 2 kills, then the next 2 T-side rounds they had.
This round tilted me off the face of the earth.
Told you more than the players, I
How have they lost that, Ben? How have they lost that, Ben?
Thing is, nobody could see the camera where he was actually in theatrics walking around like, what?
That's where I want. That's where I want the Endpoint house camera to see the reaction to that. See the reaction to that one.
See a giant like sheep just walking around like, oh,
God. You ape! What are you doing?
My goodness! Haven't you popped the heads? Well, unfortunate stuff there. They weren't quite able to overcome and lock it down on the first